Hey guys, welcome to M&M Plants. Today I will be covering about these beautiful, vibrant, colorful, butterfly looking flowers, none other than pansy. They are beautiful flowers. They are not known for any smell. They don't have any sweet or specific smell. But the reason they are grown in garden is for their color, because they are available in several colors. And if you have a look at the flowers, they look like butterflies and they attract butterfly in your garden. So if you want to see some butterflies in your garden, you can always plant these flowers. I have two pots right now. You can plant pansy in pots, you can plant them straight in soil, in ground. You can have hanging baskets of pansy. They look beautiful everywhere. Let us understand what are those few care tips that we can be careful about, and we can have a lot of flowers and a lot of color in our garden. First of all, if you're potting pansy in pots, I would recommend to plant them in small pots, not very huge, big sizes pots. The reason is I did this experiment, and this is pansy I have potted in big pot, and this is in small pot. Now what happens is, because it's in a big pot, the water stays in this pot for a longer period of time, and because of which a lot of leaves from the bottom part, they just start dying because of overwatering. So pansy, they do not like overwatering at all. So the best thing to do would be to plant them in small pots so that the water just evaporates very easily, and then you don't have to worry about overwatering. Pansy flowers are cold temperature lovers, but they still need some sun. So if you have winter season in your country, your place, I would recommend to plant pansy at a place where it gets sunlight throughout the day in winter season. If you want to keep your pansy a little alive for some time in summer season as well, try not to give it afternoon sun, just give it morning sun, and it will not die in summer as well. It might die if it's like very hot, but initial days of summers it won't die if you are not giving it afternoon sun. Next thing is, what sort of soil is best for pansy, and how often should you add fertilizer so that you can have flowers always in your pansy plant, because without flowers there's no point of having this plant. So what I would do is, I'll make a very well drained soil. I will make sure my pot has a lot of holes. The water should easily pass out when I water my pansy plant, and the soil should have like more than half of normal garden soil, a little bit of compost, and you can just loosen up the soil by adding some stones or pebbles or perlite, vermiculite, whatever you use. It can be sand as well. I use organic compost and bone meal powder as fertilizer. I do not give any liquid fertilizer to my pansy plants. I just give them solid compost, and I do give them once in 2 to 3 months. So what I do is, when I plant them at the beginning of winter, I make sure that I give them a lot of compost, but then for next 2-3 months I just forget about adding any further compost, and then once 2-3 months has passed by, I'll just remove some top layer of soil, give it some more compost, and that's how it will last forever. If you want to keep your pansy plants living for a longer period of time, the best thing to do would be to keep it pruning, to get rid of dead flowers, that is deadheading process, as much as you can. Whenever you have time, and if you see dead flowers, just get rid of them from the plant, and every few months just give it a good pruning from all the sides, which will encourage a lot of new growth, a lot of new flowers in the plant. If you don't prune, the plant will be leggy and it will not produce a lot of flowers. Another most important thing you have to make sure about pansy is that the soil should not be very soggy, should not be very wet. Like for example, in Australia, it rains a lot in the winter season. Now winter itself is a time when the plant does not need a lot of water, and on top of it, it rains a lot over here. Every country is different, every country has different weather. If it does not rain in winter at your place, that's good, you're lucky, and you just need to make sure that you water frequently only if the soil is towards dry. And if it rains a lot in your place in winter season, especially like it does in Australia, it's not always good to have pansy flowers out in the rain, because too much of rainwater will just kill it because of overwatering, especially if the plant is in pot. If it's in the ground, it will still not be an issue because the water just spreads, but in the pot it just gets locked, so that's not a very good idea. I have never encountered any pest attack on my pansy plants, so I haven't stressed about that area. But if you encounter any pest on these plants, the best thing to do would would be to give them a good clean with a soapy water, like mix your dishwashing liquid, and you can also mix some hand sanitizer. Just mix it a little bit, because hand sanitizer has isopropyl alcohol in it, which will easily kill aphids and mealybugs and other pests. So if you see pests in them, just give it a good wash with these things and it should be fine. I hope you enjoyed this video. Do get pansy flowers in your garden, especially in winter time, because they are colorful. They are available in several different colors and they just look very beautiful. Yes, they don't have any smell, so if you're looking for something which has a great smell, pansy is not a good option. But if you're looking to add a lot of color in your garden and to attract butterflies in your garden, this is one of the greatest option, I would say. If you feel the content you're watching is worth watching, please do consider subscribing this channel, and for more videos do watch M&M Plants. I wish you all the luck for your gardening and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.